Yo, what's up, YouTube? So, this is my update on, I've had this car for about 2 weeks now, and I know this, this is insane for a lot of people, but I mean, if you really love your car, like, you would drive it, right? I put about 2,000 miles already in 2 weeks. I bought the vehicle used with 28, and it's at 30,810. That's insane, right? But it's gonna slow down. I'm gonna stop driving it so much. I have another car that I'm gonna use like for work and stuff. This will be my weekend car, but yeah, man. I'm totally falling in love with the car. I'm like so in love with this car. I actually love it a lot more than my Camaro. Honestly, it's I know my Camaro is a V6, but still, it was a fun car. But this is just out of this. Like, it's out of the fucking description. Like, to describe to you guys, like, how much I like this vehicle. Like, the performance pages are something that I never thought I would actually get into, and I love the performance pages. There's so much stuff that you could see on here with the engine, the dyno, and like the surround sound system in here is a lot better than the Camaros as well. I mean, at least for the one that wasn't my Camaro, like this surround sound system or this system in the car sounds really good, with music wise and stuff. But another thing that I have noticed too about the 2019 Dodge Charger RT is that the sport mode actually does something. You know, a lot of cars have sport mode and the RPMs will just get up high. They'll just stay high. And the suspension might tighten a little bit. But in reality, like if you look at other cars, you put them on sport mode and you just see that the RPMs just stay up real high. Don't get me wrong, this car does the same exact thing. But the car wakes up. Like, you put it on sport mode, the car wakes the fuck up. Like, excuse my language, but the car wakes up. Like, it's crazy. Like with the Camaro, I could drive it on sport the whole time, and it feels similar to just driving it on, I believe it was tour mode. But in this car, it's like you press sport mode, and the car just wakes up. So like, let me give you guys an example. So I just turn on sport. Let's see. Definitely a difference. But yeah, the sport mode is just insane. And like I shut up so you guys can hear it, but I pressed the sport mode, I turned it off, and the car just goes back to being silent. I mean, it's not dead silent, but that's another thing I noticed about the 2019 Dodge Charger RT is that the vehicle itself, inside the cabin, it's so quiet. It's so quiet. But outside, the car is screaming. At least if you have a mid-muffler daily like me. But the car is screaming outside. But in the cabin, it's so quiet. And that could have its pros and cons, because you could be blasting your music and stepping on the car, and you don't even know how loud it really is outside, which can attract attention that you just don't want, you know? That's one of the cons. But other than that, man, I'm really in love with this car. And like the mileage, I mean, the MPG isn't that bad. I'm getting 17.2. Yeah, it's pretty shitty, like if you're driving like, a Honda or something, but for a V8, it's not too bad. It's actually really good. I've gotten it to like 20, 22. If I'm just chilling, I'm just driving, I'm going on one just straight drive on the freeway, on the highway. It's just, I get like a good 20, 22. It's not that bad. I expected a lot worse, but yeah, that's an update of my 2019 Dodge Charger RT. I'm very impressed, very in love with it. Such a great buy, and I got it for a great deal too. So I know the mileage is a little high for a 2019, but actually it's more than a little high. But for the price range that I wanted it at, I had to take the hit on the mileage, and that's what I did. I mean, I got it checked out and everything's good. So hopefully I get to you guys get to see exactly what I'm gonna do to this vehicle. I have so many plans for it cosmetically. And then the only thing I'm gonna do to the engine, these vehicles are meant to be naturally aspirated. Like, I don't want to I mean, if you wanted a supercharger, you should just got a Hellcat, you know. So I'm not gonna do all that, but I'm definitely gonna tune it, and I'm gonna get like full bolt-ons and stuff. First thing's gonna be the intake, but I'm definitely gonna go ahead and film all that when it happens. But I'm more excited for the cosmetic stuff. I can't wait for my stripes to go on. But as you can see, there's another one right there, right in front. Beautiful. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna start filming the cosmetic stuff that's about to go on this car. It's gonna look so sick. 2019 Dodge Charger RT. Love it. Love it. All right, guys, have a good one.